Hey, what's up, friends? It's me, Sean from Sean's-thoughts.com, with a message. I haven't done one of these in a while, and it was something that's been on my mind, and I thought I wanted to share it with you guys. For those who are creators of any sort, whether it's written, they write books, short stories, poetry, whether you make music, or you are a singer or a painter, or anything, sculptor and woodworker, anything. So about a week ago, I wrote. If you're on my inspiration page, you know that I write messages. I'm inspired by pictures I take, and they lead me down these rabbit trails. And I write these, sometimes long posts that go with the pictures. Sometimes they're short and whatever, but I'm very wordy, as you can see if you listen to these videos. So anyway, I recently saw a woman sitting on a fallen tree on the edge of the water, watching this beautiful sunrise, and from behind her. I took a picture of her, and that inspired me to make a really what I thought was an in-depth post. And so I shared this post, and I shared it on my inspiration page. I shared it on my personal page, and people loved it, and I got a lot of positive responses for it. And then I shared it on a group I'm in Washington, and got a lot of beautiful responses to it. But one response kind of stood out to me, and it made me think of this conversation and what I'm talking about today, and why I'm making this video. One response, it responded, too long. I'm not quoting it because I'm going off the top of my head. It said the art of writing is to be able to say things with fewer words, and I hope you can take this constructive criticism. And okay, first, before I go into anything else, to me that wasn't constructive criticism, but my business partner said that she thought it was constructive criticism, and we had a long conversation on that. But here's what I thought. But that conversation took me to this point, which is the point of this video today. When you create for you. Like when I wrote that message, I wrote for me. I wrote, it's long, the message is long, and I appreciate anyone who chose to read it. The woman's right. If I wrote a shorter message, more people would probably read it because people have a short attention span and no desire to read anything that's too in depth, especially from somebody they don't know. If I was Will Smith and I wrote that, everybody would want to read it and be shared a billion times. That's how good the message is, and I'm just not famous. I get that. But I'm happy with one person reading my thing, and it made me think about this: how many people are out there who create and they keep changing what they do and what they want that speaks to them to try to for other people, because other people, right? So there's two types of things we do here. There may be more, but there's two. Some create and they want to make it. And so they need to figure out what to do in that mainstream thing, i.e. like I'm doing TikTok videos and doing, these things like, oh, you're funny, do this, and it's how you create a backing. And that's okay. So people change their styles to catch the wave, to make it, to get as many followers as possible. I'm on Twitter, they have these big follow chains, you just follow anybody. Okay, I don't do that. And then there's people who have their voice, and they only want their voice. And I'm kind of one of those people. It's my voice. I don't care if no one likes it. I like if the one person reads it, I'm happy. But in saying that, criticism is a good thing. Somebody's opinion of it, you can evolve. You should always want to know what people see and like and don't like and why. But you also should want to keep your voice as yours if that's your goal. So today I was really thinking about this, and I really wanted to make sure that someone's out there. If you're out there creating and no one's liking, no one's reading, no one's understanding, but you like it, then keep creating. Because there's a country song out right now where it says, "What would I be doing if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now?" And he says, "I'll still be singing to a small group." I'd rather write for the one person, or like April and I, we have our Let Me the Journey show on public access TV, and I always joke about our 6 people who watch it. I'd rather write for those that one person who reads my stuff, the 5 people who may listen to this video and may comment, are the 6 people who watch our show because they enjoy it, and they're there because they want to, not because we happen to be popular, not because and it's okay, right? It's okay, because for me, and on a personal note, for me, if I never write another word again, I'm happy with the words I've written, because that's my creation. It's from me. Everything I write is from me. And if somebody stumbles across and they find it useful, awesome. So if you're out there, if you're creating, singing, your voice, people tell you, no, you have to sing this way. Be okay with creating your own path to what you find successful. It's okay. Oh, but it's also okay to change and evolve and find a different way that's you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to make up all these things. There are people who have been there before you. And there are people who say, hey, this is what I learned. I tell people all the time what I've learned in this process. I also say, here's where I'm stubborn. I am stubborn the way I write. My business partner is a high school English teacher, and there are times when she's like pulling her hair out because I may not English good all the time. But I'm okay with that because it's my words, my way of writing, and I'm okay. But it's also okay to evolve. And I've evolved as a writer, I've evolved as a speaker, I've evolved through all this time because I'm also one to hear. And I love when people respond and they say, oh, this is it. So anyway, this is about 7 minutes. I'm going to stop here. So just a reminder, if you are out there creating, not everybody's going to like what you do, and that's okay. And not everybody's going to love what you do, but you must. You must like what you're doing and be okay with changing, be okay with, with growing, taking in opinion, taking in criticism, constructive criticism, real criticism, and changing that and then bringing it to you and putting it out in your fashion, in your words, in your way, right? So that's it. I wanted to keep this kind of short. I went over 7 minutes. But for everyone who watches what we do, who reads what we do, who listens to what we are, I never asked you guys to subscribe and follow and all that. I'm just happy that you're here at this moment. Please enjoy it, right? Share love, share things, share your joy with the world. And as we always say, live every tiny moment exceptionally. So this is Sean. Thanks for listening to me. Hope you have a wonderful day, whatever day you read this. Thanks for listening. Peace.